Alright, bet. Welcome to the Put Over podcast where we always get a pop. I'm Michael.
I'm Andre.
And today we are reviewing SmackDown, Raw, and everything in between on this build to WrestleMania. Alright, pull up the script. What should we start with? Because I feel like we got a lot of options right now.
I think we should start with Naomi Jade. I'm so glad that we're taking Naomi seriously on this run. Amazing attire, by the way.
Dude, I was literally gonna say, I don't know who
tape
designed
was
that.
fire.
That was clean, dude. I love that attire. But I mean,
Like,
what do you think's gonna have to happen for the match to get
it was
officiated?
insane.
Like, when is this match going to become official? Do you think something's going to happen? Is there going to be a contract signing, something like that? Or do you just think it's going to be one of those, obviously this is going to be a match, there's no need for a contract signing, anything like that?
It's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be a brawl type thing. It's gonna be a Nick Aldis being like, you know what, y'all not finna keep ruining my show, because Nick Aldis has more control of SmackDown than Adam Pearce does of Raw. But let's really talk about it.
That is facts.
But yeah, he's just gonna sanction the match. Street fight would be nice. I would love a street fight. Open Mania Night 1 with a street fight between those two.
I could get with it. I could get with that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. Let's talk about your girl Liv Morgan, cause I've been seeing some conversations. I don't agree with them, but I understand the wave.
Oh God.
They talking about Liv Morgan top women's wrestler 2025, and I don't hate it.
That's not crazy.
I don't hate it. She's beating everybody.
I'd agree. Right now. I mean, she's since like winning the belt at SummerSlam. I feel like she's she didn't. Did she win at SummerSlam or did she retain at SummerSlam? I think she retained at SummerSlam.
She retained at SummerSlam.
I mean, since I don't remember when she won it. I want to say like Crown Jewel against Becky. Since then, I don't think anyone has been on like as good of a run. At least in the women's division, unless I'm blanking.
Collecting.
But
no, because she's collecting wins. She's taken down Io. She's taken down Rhea. She's taken down
Bianca.
Jade just now.
Yeah.
Bianca. She's putting. She took the title off of Becky. I think that was a Monday Night Raw. But
it might have been.
Yeah. She got a win against Becky. Like,
she's tough.
Did she
dude.
get a win against?
No one wanted to hear it. She's tough. I don't.
Hey, man.
She's the glue of the women's division right now, 100%. She could have a good match with anyone. She could cut a good promo against anyone. Her character work, exceptional. I mean, I'm probably biased, but I would say she is the best all around right now by a considerable margin. And I think even the fact that she was women's world champion and now they like have her with the tag belts, I'm excited to see what they do with the tag belts. And I can't remember the last tag team I could really say that with, like women's division wise.
Yeah, I think she's the most well-rounded. I don't think she's the best all around. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, like
I would still consider Bianca Belair to be the best all around in terms of drop-offs and peaks. Like, cuz if we're comparing the two, I don't think Liv Morgan's gap between her mic work and her wrestling, and I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler, but I don't think the gap between those two... No, I think the gap between those two is smaller than the gap between Bianca's in-ring and Bianca's mic work. But I think Bianca is like... She's so exceptional at... I think she has a natural charisma about her that
100%.
Liv Morgan does have.
Yeah.
But I think Bianca Belair is a little bit more polished. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I do think Liv is the most well-rounded though.
That's
in terms of jack of all trades.
That's fair. So you're basically just saying like there's certain things Bianca's better at, kind of thing. But like overall, like on average, Liv kind of has all the attributes.
Yeah, I think Liv is the most consistent. That's what it is. I think she's the most consistent across the board. Because Bianca has crazy peaks, but like then she has like average mic work. So it's like you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Like,
I will.
and you know what's really fucking up people's mic work? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
you know
Go
what really
ahead.
fucks it up
What?
is that I feel like they sometimes they'll like try to say something and like not say it the way they need to or want to, but they'll like put emphasis on the wrong words. I feel like, and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah. Nah, I mean that happens a lot. I don't know. I think Liv would be a lot higher for most people if I'm gonna get on this again, if they got rid of the scared heel trope that they just have her in this box right now. I think like her and Raquel work well together, but I don't think that's how you get the best out of Liv at the same time. Like if she was like how her character was pre-injury, like the extreme kind of thing, like not scared to take people on one-on-one kind of thing, and like just putting on banger matches, I think a lot more people would be coming around to her. I just think the idea of like the interference, like the same problems everyone had with Roman, his title reign, like the Bloodline was always getting involved, Judgment Day is always getting involved. It kind of diminishes credibility for her when it comes to being a standalone performer. But I am happy people are starting to come around and like really see how good she is.
This is gonna sound crazy, but you know what role Liv Morgan would be best? Like if you took Liv Morgan as she is now and just gave her Shotzi's tendencies, I'm not gonna lie, Liv Morgan be top 2 and she wouldn't be 2.
That's
because
not crazy.
the crazy shit that Shotzi can do and like come up with, if Liv Morgan was in like half of those things, like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, we'd be looking at Liv a lot different.
I think her
Liv needs to crash out.
in like an AJ Lee role as well.
Yeah,
I think she would body that.
like she needs to be a crash out. Let's like,
Dude, I would
come on, man.
I
She's from
would
Jersey. She's from Jersey. She's a crash out.
I would kill for a Liv Morgan crash out gimmick. I would love that, dude.
Honestly, I don't know how that would even happen right now. She'd have to get like backstabbed by
Dom. Yeah. They could
And
definitely
then-
do it right. Like I feel like just looking at her character now, like there's definitely the potential for that. But
Yeah, I think it would be about like finding who, like it would be finding that rivalry. Like what girl would be the one that Dom, you know what I'm saying? Also, I think we just need to,
I don't know who it would be.
because Dom needs to. I think we just need to have them break up. I don't know if we need to do a breakup
Yeah, I know. I
storyline
agree.
again.
It's Dom's due for a singles title if we're being serious.
I think Liv should dump him. I'm not gonna lie. Cause could you imagine the swerve? Cause Dom tried to get Penta in. That was the guy he tried to get into Judgment Day. And instead, it's Liv Morgan brings Aleister Black, and the swerve is Finn's not getting kicked out. Dom is. Now
I could get with that. I could very much get with that. I don't know. I just think sooner or later, I think they're gonna have to pull the trigger on turning Liv face, because when they do that, she's gonna be a mega star with the fans. Because like people already like her, kind of thing. Plus, I think Rhea.
we just gotta find that rivalry. We gotta find that rivalry though.
It's
Because
sorry.
they're
go
not
ahead.
booing Rhea. They're not booing Rhea right now. Like Europe's not booing Rhea. America's really not booing Rhea either.
Yeah.
Or maybe they will. I guess we'll see, because we've been in Europe for the past like 3 weeks
It's.
on WWE.
I think Rhea should go back to being a heel. I don't know. We've talked about it before. I don't know why Tiffany Stratton's a face. She's so much better as like not even.
Oh my! Can we talk about that promo on Friday?
No,
Bro.
It was so
Bro, why
bad.
did they do her like
It
that?
was so
Why did they
bad.
do her like that? Because people ain't shit. Because I'm not gonna lie, the fact that no one told her that Charlotte was gonna go in and do that, knowing damn well that everybody knew Charlotte was gonna go in and do that, is insane to me. Like, and so I saw a point on this underneath. I was scrolling on Twitter, I saw the clip of it because I had watched the full thing already, and somebody put underneath that, and they made a good point of this. Like NXT doesn't really teach them about improving.
Facts. Yeah.
because that's all they do on the main roster. Like that's how Charlotte did get torched on the main roster at first in promos. Like she was getting torched because
Like
she couldn't improv that well. But you gotta lock in, bro.
there's a few people that Charlotte just cannot like have a good promo with. Like she can just not be like the whole like what she did against Tiffy, she's not doing against Naomi, and she's not doing against like Alexa,
Oh no,
kind of thing. Like it's
not doing against Bianca.
yeah.
Honestly,
no,
I don't know
no.
because they let her do it against Rhea. Like that was crazy. I was like, oh wow, the whole little girl thing is crazy. I was like, really? That's
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could see her doing it more to like the likes of Bianca than a Naomi, because Naomi will just she'll like say whatever. She'll cook her for fun. Truth be told, I mean, I think her mic work is
That's what I'm saying.
criminally underrated.
Oh yeah.
But
That's because they got her in that stupid face role. I'm so glad she has a heel turn right now.
yeah, like it's
'Cause-
her with attitude is a phenomenal character.
I'm saying, bro, like, you need to stop playing nice all the time, man.
But
Honestly, that's why I forgot what wrestler said it, but they were like, they had something that said something along the lines is literally it's harder playing a face than playing a heel, and that's so real. Like just looking at it, I'm like, yeah.
I feel like it's easier to get people to dislike you than to like you.
Yeah.
Cause like it's easy to just
And I
say.
feel like it's an easier it's an easier character to follow too, because like you just I'm a bad guy. I can do literally whatever I want.
Would you want to like if we were to start wrestling? Would you want to be a face or a heel?
I could go both. If the thing is, if I'm face, I can't be the. Here we are again in Houston, Texas,
Yeah,
man.
no.
I can't be that guy. What are we talking about?
Yeah, like
Because I'm gonna forget the city. It's gonna be bad.
yeah, no, that's
No,
ridiculous.
let me still talk shit. Like I could be a good guy.
Like
I could be a face, but let me still talk shit.
like a CM Punk type of face.
Yeah. Or like a Dean Ambrose type of face.
Yeah.
Like wait, like 2016 Dean Ambrose.
Bro, he was in his
Specifically.
bag 2016. SmackDown Live. Oh my god, it was so good.
The first 2 years of SmackDown Live is some of the best WWE
Bro.
TV, and I feel like they don't get enough credit for it.
It was so good. Like the roster head to toe.
5-pack challenge.
Oh my god.
Bro. Because it was what? It was Dean, John, Randy, AJ, Bray.
Dolph.
Like,
Dolph
that's
was-
a crazy five.
Dolph was crazy around that time. His feud with The Miz
That
for
was
the IC
prime
title.
Baron Corbin. Yep. Yeah, the Miz. Yo, this was Miz's. I'm not gonna lie, that was Miz's prime.
I
that
agree.
IC title reign.
I agree.
We can talk about the main event in WrestleMania. We can talk about the Money in the Bank. That's cool. We can talk about him fighting The Rock and John Cena at Survivor Series. Cool. But that Intercontinental title run when he fried Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack, that was crazy. That was insane.
It's always funny to me. I'm not, when I say this, I'm not diminishing anything The Miz has done. I like The Miz a lot. It's always funny that people bring up he main evented Mania. Nobody ever talks about the match because it was so bad. Like I didn't watch it live at the time, but I just would hear criticism, so I went back and watched it. It is so bad. Plus, he was fucking unconscious for like the last 15
wasn't
minutes.
that the match I was like, wasn't that the match he was concussed?
He
That's crazy.
freaking banged his head on concrete. Then the Rock's hosting Mania. He just comes in and screws Cena over. It's like cool, but that's how you're gonna close out a Mania. I don't know.
I think it was literally only because he got concussed. Like I don't know. Yeah.
It's bad.
But
It's bad, man.
hey man, I think it's funny that people get mad the Miz get brought up in MJF and Ethan Page conversations, because they're like, oh, so every guy who comes up looking a certain way. I'm like, yes, the Miz literally made that the style. Like that is like, I'm not gonna say he invented it particularly, because I don't think he did. If you want to go to a Miz type character, I would say Chris Jericho maybe.
If we want to be serious, I don't think like they're the same, but like, character-wise, 2003 Rock, Hollywood Rock.
Yeah,
I see a lot of similarities with Miz in that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say, because that's why some people are just can't be buried. Because I'm not gonna lie, when the Miz impersonated LA Knight that one time on Raw, he fried him. That was crazy.
He did.
And I was like, we are lucky LA Knight had nuclear like popularity at that time, cause he fried him.
That was bad. No, nothing was worse than when the Miz buried Enzo though. That was like hard to watch.
Ooh.
But nah.
He said, "But you don't get it. You don't get it." I said, "Oh yeah, it's good."
Yeah. To this day, the worst burial is Cena and Roman. Like granted, Roman came back like like he came back like crazy, like bigger than he ever was. But in that moment, it was just a shake of the head. It was like there were no words.
I was just like, I was watching that live, and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I did not think that was gonna happen, bro. I was like, come on, Roman, you're supposed to be the guy, bro.
Yeah, that was a hard watch for sure. But not necessarily a heel turn. Moving on to on Raw, Io versus Rhea versus Bianca. We were talking about a little off camera. Bianca's getting booed.
That's because Europe doesn't like black people. But like, also, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh my god! I don't. It's such a weird feud right now because none of them are heels. And
yeah, that's why I'm like picking Bianca to be the one who booed when Bianca is really the only one who doesn't have a weird way into this match. Like, Bianca literally won the chamber to face the champion.
Yeah.
Io Sky, you could argue hers is a little bit iffy because of the circumstances.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
She's champ at the end of the day, though.
Yeah,
she's champ at the end of the day, though.
Io, she beat Rhea clean, you know.
And how does Rhea get a rematch? I thought we abolished the rematch clause. I didn't think that was still a thing.
Dude, it's pro wrestling. Like, I
I'm
don't
like,
know what else to say.
man.
None of it really makes sense if we're getting serious.
I'm like, damn.
But I don't know. It is super weird. I feel like Io's time as a heel has played out. I think it's a great time to just like let the fans appreciate how good she is, everything like that. Yeah. And obviously Rhea has been a heel, but I think the fans are also like really in that process of like loving her character, everything like that. But I think with Bianca, it's people have loved that character for so long. I think it's in a way it's starting to get a little stale. Like, she needs a heel turn the most out of those three. Like, I would love to see a heel Bianca.
Yeah. I just don't know if this is the feud to do it in, though.
I agree entirely. Like, it's, I don't know. I don't know the best way they really could have gone about it. I feel like, if anything, this is going to set up Bianca and Rhea at either SummerSlam or next Mania. But
which is so disrespectful to Io, because, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, how many world title reigns has Io had? Is this her second? Am I tripping?
Yeah, this is about to be. That's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure I said it the last episode, but I'm not sure. But it's like this is gonna be Io's second WrestleMania, walking in as champion and walking out with a loss. That's crazy.
She better win that match. I'm sick. Like, you could easily make her win that match. I'd be sick to my stomach if one of them came out with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, that's so crazy. Because really, she shouldn't have lost to Bayley, but they don't want to have that conversation.
God, it was so dumb. It was so dumb.
I should not have lost at all.
I don't. Look, the viewers know how we feel about. Wait, you like Bayley, don't you? She's like your favorite.
I'm not even gonna respond to that. Bayley's cool, but
no.
Bayley's cool, but that's about it.
I don't know. I'm not like anyone watching this and has seen previous episodes knows how I feel about Bayley. It was that her winning the belt just felt like a very like corny early 2000s movie to me.
See, like, it didn't feel corny. I just don't think it was the right decision. I think Bayley's a great talent, but I don't think that was the time for Bayley to go over.
It kind of reminded me of Edge going over on Balor at Mania. It's like, why? Like, what does Bayley get out of that?
Edge Hogan, man. I don't know.
No, he no. Did you see the reports that came out about that?
What?
So it was a Vince call to have Edge go over, and Edge wanted Balor to go over, and Vince was not having it.
I don't know. That seems like an easy excuse that it was Vince's fault. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Nah, but
I mean, I don't know.
but looking how he was booked in the other company,
It's horrible. It's so bad.
I'm,
Cope.
I'm saying, bro. So is it is it Vince's fault? That's all I'm saying, man.
That's fair.
Because politicking backstage does exist.
Oh, 100%.
And if I ever became a wrestler, that would be the most annoying part of it. Like, I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I just want to hoop.
Yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of politics that go on. Okay. So I have a question for you about the SmackDown mid card division. How are you feeling?
Talk to me,
How are you feeling about it right now?
bro. I don't even know who's in the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is the women's division on Raw is so weak, and the mid card division on SmackDown is so weak. It's a problem.
Because here's the thing: the hottest feud you could have in the mid card division on SmackDown right now is Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight.
Yep, I agree.
That's fire.
That's a
I'm
good
not gonna lie.
feud, and then like after that they're gonna do Priest and Drew, which seems really dumb looking at it now. Because I feel like both of them could elevate other mid carders, but
Yeah, my whole thing, again, this is one of those matches. I don't know if this was the match I said it about on last episode. This should be just another, and again, people might say this is disrespectful to Drew, but I'm like, you want to save Drew and get him out of this quick? This should be another WrestleMania night 2 match 1 with him and Rollins. Just a slugger fest. Don't even draw it out.
yeah,
Because I think that's the worst thing that could happen in this match. If it was for a title, I'm saying drag it out for sure. But I mean, people don't even want to see this match. I would just don't want to see it, but it doesn't have the same build behind it as the other Mania matches.
100%. Yeah,
Like-
it's obviously it is gonna end up being 1-on-1. I don't think the feud's really on its own two legs yet to like really be able to be judged, kind of thing. But I do like agree. It's not what both of them should be doing. If there was to be a stipulation, they could really turn it into like a bad blood kind of feud. I'd be cool with them dragging it out if the match can deliver. I do not know how I would feel about seeing that kind of match though. Especially
we need to normalize putting rivalry matches back on TV, just regular TV.
Yeah.
Let's give the fans one on Raw and SmackDown, or on SmackDown. Give them one main event of SmackDown: Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, and let's see if we like it first.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, they've really
I feel
tested
like
the
we used to do that
waters.
a lot.
They've really tested the waters so far because we've had Punk versus Seth twice now, not on a single pay-per-view, which is kind of insane to think about. Like if you would have said that to someone like 10 years ago, they'd probably lose their mind.
But I like it though. Those are the types of matches, like not necessarily that feud, but those are the types of matches I want to see back on TV. Give
Yeah.
us a reason to watch TV and not just watch the clips. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, but no, that was I'm interested to see when their 1-on-1 is finally gonna happen, because WrestleMania is not gonna be a 1-on-1.
I don't know how they're gonna set it
Speaking
up.
of that triple promo on SmackDown, they was trying to fast forward to the fighting, and I feel it,
Which one? You mean Punk, Seth,
because they
and
wasn't really
Roman?
saying nothing to you. Yeah, because they wasn't really saying nothing to each other for real. Like, they was talking. Like, CM Punk brought up the favor. Seth brought up, like, the story between him and Roman and stuff like that. They just wanted to fight, though. And that's
Yeah,
no real. But I think let's lean into that.
100%. I
Well,
like. They definitely.
why are we talking?
They definitely set the groundwork for like the dynamic of the match, without needing to push the rivalry too much further. Because like the rivalry's already there. I mean, the only one that's really not is, I would say, Punk and Roman. But even now, I mean, since that steel cage match, it definitely kicked on, for sure.
Yeah, and it's and the undertones of the favor from Paul Heyman is always going to be the talking point between those two. And or Paul Heyman period is going to be the talking point but between those two. But if you ask me, I think Roman. Oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, speaking of the wise man, do we? I don't know if you've seen the same reports I have. Do we think he's gonna join Seth? Turn on both of them. I'd like to see it.
I wouldn't hate it. But I don't know how that dynamic works particularly. Because I feel like Seth would have to change his character drastically.
What if Paul changed his... What if Paul Heyman started coming out wearing the same shit Seth does? Do you know how funny that would be?
No. Now, I would turn the TV off.
Bro, I
not
would
out of,
love
hate,
that.
but, out of, come on, bro.
Oh, my God. That'd be hysterical.
But unless... Because here's the other thing. Now, here's the other swerve that could be there with it, right? Because if Paul Heyman says fuck your favor to CM Punk, right? Mm-hmm. And Seth wins, and he joins Seth. I'm saying... Now, all right, let me cook for a second. Let me sit up.
Oh, shit, he's in the office.
People will call me crazy. People will call me crazy, but, I if you check some of the episodes, I've called stuff that's happened.
It's facts. It's facts.
Paul Heyman joins Seth. And this match, let's say this match is night 1. This Paul Heyman joins Seth. Night 2, Cody versus Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. They fighting. Rock come down, try to hold Cody. Stone Cold come down. Boom. Oh my God. Crossroads. The ref is knocked out. Crossroads. Oh my God. Is that a curb stomp? Is that Seth Rollins? I think Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman are going to join up with The Rock and John Cena. Book it.
Bro. That's not ridiculous.
Because one, he helped Cena get to the spot anyway, and Seth has yet to comment on that. I don't think I've seen Seth actually make a statement on John Cena doing what he did like everybody else did.
That's a good point.
If we're talking about Batmans and Jokers, the way CM Punk was to John Cena is how I feel Seth Rollins is to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And I think it makes sense for Seth to be like, you know what? Fuck Cody. I forgot I still don't like his ass. Because they still don't actually like each other. They just know how to put away their whatchamacallit, like their beef to the side to work together. But they still don't like each other. So Seth could just be like, I forgot I don't like Cody either. Because then we get Rock, Seth, John versus Roman, Punk, Cody. Book it. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
That would go. That'd be a really good match.
We've been recording for 25 minutes. Let's wrap up the episode. We done.
So wait, what about Travis Scott?
I don't know. He gonna be laid out somewhere. Cody gonna put him through the ladder.
Cody's got to get his lick back. He desperately needs to get that shit back.
Concerto. No,
yeah, right. But I don't know. That's a great idea. I mean, I'd like to see it. But the only thing is, what is Seth really getting out of that? It
sounds crazy, but
what is Seth getting out of that?
He gets his World Heavyweight Championship back.
So you think in that faction, Cena would hold the WWE title and then Seth would hold the World Heavyweight title?
I think he would try. I don't know if he'd get there, but I think he would try. Because I think Seth is just tired of... I think this would be the moment of Seth is just tired of,
He's due for a big moment.
I think he's tired of, because he... Yeah, I think he's tired of being pushed to the side, man. I don't know.
I mean, say Jay wins
at Mania. Honestly, I can make him go against Cena, but we'll see.
Say Jay wins at Mania, and
I think that could be what does it for a lot of people. Yeah.
That's a good story. What if he goes after Jay just to spite Roman?
We would get J-Rock.
What do you mean, J-Rock?
I still don't think he likes Jay. No, I'm saying because we could see Jay and The Rock in the ring, because The Rock could not in the ring wrestling, but just in the ring talking, because Like Jay could be like, what the fuck? Like, Rob, why are you sending these guys after me? I thought we was family, dog.
That's facts.
But nah, yeah. Yeah, I could see Seth just doing a fuck it, man. Cause like we're due for a fuck it. Like, I mean, you could call John Cena's heel turn a fuck it, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. I like it.
But
like
I think
it,
Seth's heel. I think Seth.
Oh wait, you said what?
No, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. No, it's. I think your mic cut out for a second. Yeah. I mean, it's. I would like to see it. I think a big part of it is really it comes down to how they handle Cena. That's probably the biggest part, and I like how they're doing his character right now because he's making sense. Like he's not a heel. He you know, he's like a normal person. Like, what did he say? He's a human being. Like it makes sense, everything he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it,
yeah, and
a little
I think
off
the most
camera.
interesting thing part.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say the most interesting part of this rivalry is that Cody and the fans are the only people who think it's between Cody and Cena. Cena's rivalry is not with Cody. He has not said a word to bro. His rivalry is with the people, bro. This is John Cena versus the world. Like, this isn't John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, which I find very interesting.
It's a great dynamic, I think. You know, I mean, let's just say Cena wins the title. I don't know right after where they go with that. I don't even know if Cena would show up, especially after that promo. He's gonna quote unquote ruin wrestling.
He is scheduled for the Raw after WrestleMania. That's why I think someone could interrupt him during his retirement ceremony. Because I could see John Cena now being like, oh, now you get this whole retirement ceremony, and we're going through it. And at the end, somebody's like, yeah, no, you're not retiring. We gotta run that match or something.
So you think Raw after Mania, they're actually going to do like a fake retirement thing?
Yeah. I could see that being the direction.
I mean, I could see it as well. You were saying it earlier. He's got to wear that salmon suit. Needs to. That would be that'd be generational.
No, even better. Salmon gear.
Oh my god.
Like, it's the John Cena shirt, but it's
God.
salmon with the hat. Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's.
He still hasn't taken off his hat.
Yeah. No, I don't. That bald spot's balding. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about it. The similarities, the similarities between modern day Cena and then 2011 Punk. It's like borderline the exact same character.
Yeah.
Which is I like what they're doing solely for whenever we have that first face to face between Punk and Cena. Like, I don't know what's gonna. I'm sure a match obviously is gonna come out of that, but I don't know like what they end up doing with that. At least what the story is there.
Yeah, because I think it's very interesting. Yeah, because I think what's very interesting about that is I had just mentioned it earlier. Like, if I think Seth Rollins is Cody Rhodes' Joker. I think him and Roman have something different entirely. But I think not Seth Rollins. I think CM Punk is John Cena's like Joker. I don't think John Cena is necessarily Batman, but I don't think CM Punk's Lex Luthor either.
Yeah.
I just feel like he is. You know what? I'll do one even better. I think CM Punk John Cena is Iron Man Captain America. I think that fits a lot more, especially in terms of the Civil War. Like, I think
I see where you're coming from with that.
I see those two as, in terms of they are the antithesis of each other. I feel like especially in 2011 when CM Punk and John Cena were facing off, they were the antithesis of each other. John Cena was the WWE guy. Yeah. And CM Punk was the fuck WWE guy.
That's fair. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, I feel like now that makes sense, but back then it was like Superman against, like, obviously I know the Superman and Joker never really did too much. I feel like that was how it was, but now with Punk becoming like a mega power within the wrestling world, I think that's definitely a way better way to look at it. I mean, I don't even know if I would say they're equals at this point. I mean, if we're going off name brand, I mean, Cena's got him, but in ring, Punk's definitely got him at this point. I don't think we've seen a bad Punk match yet since he came back.
Yeah, again, I think we have to see Cena in a match, in a one-on-one, because based on what I saw him and Punk do, he's got something left. Like,
yeah.
But I think we're not gonna see that. I think because the way John Cena's coming off, he is about to spam the 5 moves of doom for about half the year, and it's going to be so funny in my opinion. Because the way he's talking is he's just about to show up and be John Cena. He said, "I'm not hooping." You're gonna hold this springboard stunner. You're gonna hold this 2 shoulder blocks, a back suplex, 5 knuckle shuffle, AA, and we're up out of here.
Yeah. But
I don't see heel John Cena being a wrestler.
what if say he wins the world title? Let me know how you feel about this. What if he comes out and he's because obviously we're not gonna get a promo with like AJ, Miz, like all of like his former opponents, everything like that. What if he just starts doing his open challenge again and then cheats to win? Like as soon as possible, he cheats to win. I feel like that would be pretty funny. Like what?
Oh, that's crazy. That'd be funny as hell.
Like what if he he did an open challenge? The Miz came out and he beat him by putting his feet on the ropes when he pinned him. I would love to see that. Just like a Cena who doesn't give a fuck, he's taking the win. It doesn't matter. Or if he starts walking out with a gold shovel.
I think that. Yes.
I would love that.
The golden shovel would be elite.
Or just put it on a shirt, something.
But I think the best way to give back to the fans and also mock the fans at the same time were to be some of these open challenges, be some of his older opponents. Like even give us like a really old opponent, like a retired wrestler, not for an actual match, but just for like Cena to like completely demolish. Like
who would that even be? Like JBL?
Give us first Monday night open challenge for the title. Give us Carlito.
Oh.
You talking about somebody?
Cook.
Come on, man.
That would be really good. I mean, he'd definitely be up for it too, because fuck else is he doing? No, I would like to see that
I think those two, especially if we're talking about people needing to face John Cena, Carlito is a very underrated name in that list of people. It doesn't have to be a full match, but there has to be something between those two.
Yeah, I could get with it. I mean, that'd be pretty cool to see.
Ooh, John Cena, Rey Mysterio in 2025. Hey, man.
Yeah, that would be cool, but like that's not gonna undo the past. I will never live down Rey Mysterio's hour-long title reign.
Could you imagine Rey Mysterio tried to do it to John Cena on Monday Night Raw?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He tried to get his lick back.
Bro.
And they should make that a amazing match and have John Cena cheat to win. Ruin the whole match. That would be hilarious. They put on a banger. Rey Mysterio trying to get his lick back, right? The whole story's there.
You could probably
right
tell.
At the end, John Cena cheats.
You could probably tell a crazy story with Cena and Rey, especially if Cena cheats to win, and like Rey tries to call him out as if Eddie didn't always do the same thing. That would be a crazy program.
Yeah. Ooh, no, because Cena would have to. Cena would have to say something about Eddie too. So he'd be like, Ray talks about me cheating to win, yet he glorifies a man who did nothing but cheat to win. I was like, oh man, damn.
I can see it.
He said, fine speech.
Nah, dude, that's the last person I want to hear Cena say fine speech to. I could not deal with a Rey Mysterio burial. that would not be okay, dude.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That would be wild.
They're gonna have to revoke his Hall of Fame privileges, man. Horrible. I don't
People
want
have to.
to give that ring back. I don't want to see
Damn.
that shit at all.
Cause John could really rip into Ray, especially for being a Hall of Famer and still wrestling.
Yeah.
Like being inducted and still. Yeah, John Cena could really. Yeah, no, let's not get that. Let's keep them away from each other. I would like that very much.
I'm thinking about it right now. We were talking about that open challenge idea. What if R-Truth accepts it and Cena just beats the shit out of him for like literally like 20 minutes?
I still think it needs to happen on the road to WrestleMania. I don't even think it should be anything championship. Like, unless R-Truth finishes the story, would be crazy.
But could you fucking imagine?
Yo,
could you imagine?
R-Truth push. An R-Truth push would be insane.
Can you imagine R-Truth beats him with like a roll up or something for the title? Oh my god!
I think R-Truth should beat him with the 5 moves of doom.
That would be.
I think R-Truth should. I think we should start letting R-Truth put people away with the AA. That shit would be crazy.
If that actually happened and say Cena won the belt and R-Truth took it off of him, that might be a top 5 moment of all time.
Like, I don't think, like, they're not going to do it because I know they're not going to do that.
No.
But that pop would be nuclear. That would be it might be top 1. Like, in terms of straight pop. In terms of straight pop.
Yeah. Do you remember Seth Rollins? He defended the world title against Neville on Raw.
Yeah.
So they could do it like that. It's R-Truth doesn't even have to win, but like if he like hits Cena with like an attitude adjustment and everyone thinks it's it, and like Cena just somehow has his foot on the rope and like they fake out the whole crowd, I would kill to see that. That would be insane.
Oh my, bro.
Bait everyone into thinking that.
Bro, like, it would be nuclear. But here's the thing: if they do that, though, it would have to be a good match between the two.
Yeah, I don't know.
R-Truth would absolutely need he would need a push he would need a push after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
but
like we gotta put some type of title on him after that because people are gonna be demanding it.
Yeah, I don't like having
R-Truth winning a
have him challenge Chelsea Green for the U.S. title.
Yes, I'm surprised we haven't done that yet.
Or you put R-Truth in
I've been
the,
waiting for him to do this whole time.
What's the group? Chelsea Green's the Secret Hervis or whatever. Put R-Truth in that as like a secretary. Oh my god.
Yo, we need to stop, bro.
Oh my god.
Slagent Truth?
Oh,
come on, man. That would be crazy.
That would be great. I would love that. He's just one of those people.
He
could really do no wrong.
He fits anywhere.
Literally.
He fits anywhere. If he can fit, he fit with the Judgment Day. Like,
could you just imagine a world where The Rock recruits him into that group? How funny that shit would be.
Okay, I take it back. He doesn't fit everywhere because that would R-Truth would have to take a 2011 turn. Like,
no, you don't even got to turn him heel. He could just be the jester.
No, I don't think The Rock's temperament could deal with R-Truth's bullshit.
That is true. No, that is true. That is a good point.
Because again, The Rock, and I will push this narrative to the end of the time. The Rock with just like the rest of the Samoans, they're crash outs. Every single one of them.
Yeah,
and that's okay. But we need to acknowledge that The Rock is a crash out. And we're seeing that it's showing in his old age now.
Yes, yeah.
Because the way he be doing Cody is crazy. But no, R-Truth is one of those characters who literally fits everywhere. Like, if The Rock recruited him and he took a 2011 turn, that would be insane. Cause I mean, telling a story, man.
I'd lose my mind watching that.
R-Truth could really claim the same thing. Yeah, man. Nah, that's crazy.
That'd be nuts. Did you see?
I do want to know if this is gonna turn into a faction, though.
Turn into a what, sorry?
I do want to know if The Rock and John Cena is gonna turn into like a faction, because like I feel like that's needed. I
Like,
feel like a faction is needed on
I don't
TV again.
I don't know. Like, I mean, even if they do, like, if we're being serious, how often are they showing up? Once a month, maybe. Like, if that.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
never all gonna be there. I mean, but that was the thing with the bloodline. Like, all you gotta do is add people to that faction that are going to be there in and out, like every week.
yeah, but
Like,
I mean, at most the faction has a December deadline. Like, it's because it's not going to go past Cena retiring. I don't know how you would spin that. Like, so who do you put into a feud like that, or into a faction like that? Sorry, that
for a
makes
with
sense.
a short term calendar.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Rock's not gonna be there, but he can be the head of the faction. He can be the head of the faction.
like,
But
it's
you got John Cena.
you could do Seth, like you were saying, like that, that makes a lot of sense.
Here, I'll tell you right here. I'll tell you right here. John, Seth, and the New Day. If you want something, if you want to,
I don't know.
if we're talking about you have a year, 6 months, 8 months before you're going back to whatever you were doing. The New Day and Seth both fit as people who can do that, because the story, it has to make sense as well, in my opinion.
I think, like,
And if you're putting people in a faction together, that makes sense.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like Drew and KO would make more sense. Because Seth and Drew don't really have beef at this point.
If we're fully star power,
Like, because their whole thing
yeah,
could
but
just be hating Roman.
I'm going off the assumption we're not gonna do full star power.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that does make sense. Because when you said the New Day, I was thinking, I don't know about The Rock, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Xavier Woods. I don't know if he really clicks in there, you know.
Hey, why'd you skip over Kofi's name like that?
No, because I like Kofi, like I could believe he's in that group. I'm just saying, like, Xavier.
Okay.
Career wise, no, I'm not gonna take anything from Kofi. That's a legend right there. But Xavier's
Xavier is the polar bear in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, he's just I just don't think he's of that same caliber. Not a slate on him. Like, I mean, he's great, but I just, like, when you look at accolades, everything like that. Plus it is kind of hard to really credit him with tag title wins. I'm sure he was in a plethora of the matches, everything like that. But when it's like, when you're like a tag team within a faction, it is kind of weird to measure that kind of thing.
And the only time he's really been in, like, high, I think the only high, like, not star power, but the main event tag matches, the only one I can remember he was in, like, wrestling was the Hell in a Cell match.
With the Usos.
Because I'm pretty sure that was Big E and Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I remember watching that live, losing my mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was, they were hooping, man.
That was good. Speaking of the Usos, we got Jimmy and Gunther next week.
Jimmy showing why he's the better brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I agree, but that, like, in my mind, it almost makes more sense they gave Jay the gimmick he has, because the gimmick kind of protects him. I don't think he's as good in the ring as Jimmy. I don't even think he's as good on the mic. Granted, I've slated Jay for his promos. When he's telling an emotional promo, he is very good. He is very fucking good at that.
Yeah.
But I mean, just, like, I don't know if Jay's the kind of guy to get someone hyped for a match. He's the kind of guy to get you hyped for what he's fighting for. Does that make sense? Am I wording that really weird?
Yeah, you don't get hyped by him. You live through. He's a character you live through.
Yeah, perfect way to explain that.
Like, vicariously.
Yeah, it's, I think, promo wise, I think Jimmy's a far better storyteller. But I don't know. I mean, that was nuts.
That's smack. Oh my god. Oh yeah. But yeah, we know how it's gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jimmy knows that's how it's gonna end. That's why he's doing it. Jimmy's gonna put on a hell of a match. He's gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose inevitably, and Gunther is going to put him in that chokehold. And
Mm-hmm.
Jay is finally gonna find that dog.
I
in him.
mean,
And then, like that
when I'm
that's the
looking
point
at
of this match,
feud,
and I appreciate it.
I really like compared like the two Rumble winners kind of thing, like both their feuds. I really like how with Jay, they're making it believable that he's like, it's like almost like, I don't want to say a redemption story because like it's not really redemption by any means, but they just have an element in there that they're slowly building up the fact that Jay could beat him. He's like in his own head. He's gonna get out of his head kind of thing and be able to win. But Tiffy and Charlotte's just it's stuck in the mud. It's bad.
Yeah. For Jay and Gunther, I think it's less of I think it's more we know the ending. Jay's winning the Royal Rumble, challenges Gunther. We know the ending. Like sometimes you don't know between Royal Rumble winners, but like you know the ending. And I think it's just about they're finally hitting their stride where we can be finally like, okay, now it makes sense for him to get that ending, as opposed for there to be a fucking plot hole and it's just plot armor. He wins. But I think now we're at a point where
who I
we
saw
can
talking
understand
about. I
why
think they were saying the issue they had is they had too much time
it's bigger than him
to tell that story. Which I mean, it seems pretty apparent. I mean, that story was dragging out. But like now with where it is, I mean, like I'm happy with how it's going. Truth be told, I mean, I don't think anyone was 2-3 weeks ago. But like now they're finally getting some traction on building it. I'm still not saying it's a main event match, but I don't know. 1,000,000% I agree.
It's more main event than Tiffany and Charlotte. Charlotte single-handedly took that match out of the main event spot. And I'm not saying, and when I say it's her fault, I'm saying you know the skill. You usually know the skill level of the person you are across from. Like in ring, mic skills.
Yeah.
You've seen them. You know you're getting put in a rivalry with them, so you're studying them. And at least I would be personally. But who am I, right? But you're finding those things, and you know where they're at, and you know you have to tell a story as well as be yourself. Unless the story they're telling is Tiffany's not ready, then that's cool. But if you're gonna tell me that Tiffany's gonna win, you gotta show us why.
It's
because Charlotte buried Tiffany.
I'm thinking about it right now. Has Charlotte? Like I'm not even talking about matches where Charlotte puts someone over, like the four that exist out there. But has Charlotte ever had a match with someone and afterwards you look at the person she faced and thought like, oh, they looked really good? Like I'm thinking about it. Like I don't think Yeah, but I didn't feel like Charlotte carried her, kind of thing. I don't think that was a matter of
Ripley.
Charlotte making Rhea look good. I think that was like Rhea's almost coming out party and like everyone really seeing how good she was in the ring. Like I don't feel like Charlotte's has ever been the kind of talent to really elevate anyone else. She didn't do it to Sasha.
I mean, you can argue.
When?
You can argue
like,
she
what
elevated
match,
Becky.
though, you know?
You could argue she elevated Becky. ...2016... whatever title match they had post SummerSlam, whatever pay-per-view that was. I'm pretty sure they fought. Because but I think it was less in ring.
100%.
To your
That's
point, I think
phenomenal
it
heel
was
turn.
less in ring, and it was more the moment of Becky turning on Charlotte.
The only reason like Becky really got put over there was because she was hitting Charlotte, who everyone wanted to see get hit. Like if we're gonna be serious about it, but I mean I don't know. I don't think she's the she's not the
That's
right
true.
opponent for Tiffany at her first Mania. I mean, truthfully, I would have been better off if they would have pushed back the Nia story. I would have been more intrigued to see that, but I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to see Nia win the Rumble, truthfully. Roxanne.
I tell you what should have happened. I tell you what
I
should have
agree.
happened. Yeah, Roxanne Tiffy at Mania would have gone crazy.
That's
I'm not gonna lie, and you can argue the inexperience is there, but honestly, that's what makes it so much better. Like all you have to do, you can literally tell.
mm-hmm.
I think the only problem you can still tell the Bianca story, or you can still tell the Naomi Bianca story,
Yeah. I mean,
but it would just be about finding like the Rumble winner or whatever. Cause the problem would be
Yeah,
it's something would have to happen during the Rumble, cause Rhea was still champion at Rumble. EO didn't win. Yeah, it would have threw some things out of whack with the women's triple threat, but I wouldn't be too mad at it because that means we're probably seeing EO go in 1-on-1 against Rhea at WrestleMania. But I do think that
Generational.
Roxanne winning the Chamber, or even if we give Charlotte's Royal Rumble win
dude,
to
I
Roxanne
would
Perez.
love to see that program.
Let's
I
fuck it.
would-
Let's
I think they
put
would
the
tell a
chips on the
phenomenal
table.
story.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
maybe they wouldn't, but you know, even like being suspended and not knowing what's really going on, or like who's gonna win, how the program's gonna run, everything like that. That to me seems 10 times more enticing than what they're doing with the whole Charlotte story. It's boring. It's not even the story they should have told.
and Tiffy Roxanne could literally be. Yeah, and Tiffany Roxanne could literally be who's
Like-
the bigger mean girl, because they're both
Like
their characters at
another
the time were
thing,
both
another thing I really
they're
like
both
about that
mean.
is
Like
who would
let's
win.
really see
Like
who can out
we're sitting
mean
here
the
under
other.
the impression that Charlotte's gonna bury
Let's get to
Tiffany.
it.
Like,
Like-
we don't think Tiffany has any kind of shot. At least that's how they're portraying it. Granted,
Exactly.
do something.
Exactly.
Tiffany somehow wins as long as it. Yeah, like it's like push your champion. You know, it's I mean, besides
3 weeks.
Braun Breaker, I don't remember the last time someone got called up and immediately went for a title like this. At least relatively, like in the relative past.
But Roxanne, I feel it. The way they be booking Roxanne, or the way they were booking Roxanne in NXT, made me believe that she can do it. So let's throw her in the spot and let's take a chance, bro. This WrestleMania is already going to be stacked. So one of two things is going to happen with that match. One, it's going to stand out and be
Yeah,
a moment in history.
100%. I mean-
or two, it's going to get lost with everything else. It's a win-win situation,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like at the end of the day.
Well, I could
And
not
like
agree
people
anymore.
complain about not having new stars. That was the spot to do it. Like that's why I'm not running WWE because I can't be running WWE because like 'cause I would be taking some shots in
Yeah,
the dark,
it's-
bro. Hurricane, give him the Intercontinental Championship. Let's ball up.
I mean, dude, if they did it right, like call me ridiculous
See,
for
I'd
this.
love
I
to
don't.
know
They
that works.
wouldn't do
That'd
this
be-
in a million
that'd
years.
be no
If they
bullshit.
told the right kind of story, I think Tiffany and Roxanne would be more believable in the main event than Jay and Gunther. Maybe not up to this point, because like they're really getting back on track. But let me see Roxanne in the main event. I want to see the first Latina woman main event thing.
Absolutely.
Like give her flowers. She is so good.
And here's the thing: you can the story you can tell is there. It's NXT Prodigy versus NXT Prodigy, and I'm
believe
pretty
so.
sure
I
was
wouldn't
Tiffany was
say,
Roxanne
yeah.
the one that took the title off of Tiffany before Tiffany went
It's-
back to the main roster.
Like they're both, like women's division wise, those are. I mean, it's if we're talking
that's
about
what I'm saying,
young
and then you can
prospects.
tell,
I'm
like,
not going
you
to
can
talk about
tell
like
so many
Stephanie
stories.
Vaquer or Julia, anything like that. It's from a young prospect perspective. It's Tiffany and Roxanne. Like, I feel like they're levels above everybody else. Like around that age bracket kind of thing. Um, like I don't I like I'm not putting Jada Parker
Around
there.
there,
Like, people keep hyping
yeah,
her up. I just don't
cause
think she's getting the
that
round
that
at this
puts
point.
who
And
are
her
they on?
finisher's terrible. Too much ass is not a move. Yeah, yeah. But on the promo, on the mic, she's
Jada
got
Parker's
it.
still
Miss
developing.
Parker don't play. She's solid on the mic. But I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, no, man. I
agree.
Just the
But,
story there, I feel
yeah.
like would be a lot more. I feel it would just be better than what we have. Like, but like, and I'm trying
It's
to
trash.
appreciate it. I'm
It's
trying
so-
to
it's
appreciate
so
it for
bad.
what it is.
Like, the whole
but
story
it's
should have
like,
been
come on, man.
Charlotte calling Tiffany a
Like,
knockoff, and she's
what are we
trying to
really
prove
doing?
why she's not. That's all they had to do, and they did it on social media. But whatever garble they're writing for them, like on the actual show, it's like, what is this? Why is this a thing?
Also, Charlotte is just so much like.
Mm.
You know, I'm not gonna say it from that perspective, but because I don't know people personally, but like it just feels so disrespectful.
Yeah. No, I
To
mean,
go off of
especially
the
being a
script
veteran
and not
like
give
that.
someone a heads up that you're doing that. Because my approach, if you, that's what I'm saying, and like this is a terrible thing to like relate it to because it's like a little bit different, but like when I was doing theater in high school, I got a script. In that script were some words that I knew I was gonna say, and it had some words that I knew the other person was gonna say.
Yeah.
So when the expectation is there that we know what the other person is gonna say, so we know what we're doing. The moment you change the conversation,
Like,
you run the risk of ruining everything. And I'm not gonna say she ruined it, but unless that was the direction, she embarrassed Tiffany Stratton.
I don't know how
And
someone.
like,
It's
Swift
a lot of
buried
people
it.
thinks the GOAT in the women's
But,
division. I know we don't. Firm on that, we do not. But you have someone of that high of a caliber, and you have a generational up and coming prospect. For her to throw her off like that to the point where all she can do is stay on script when the line doesn't even make sense. That's a problem, and they're not going to punish her for it. She's Ric Flair's daughter, you know. Send her ass to Japan. Call it a day, bro.
Man, send her
I'd be fine with it.
Hey, Charlotte Flair,
I'm more
all
than fine
elite.
with that.
Oh,
I mean, did you think
Charlotte Flair is all elite,
if
man.
that happened, Mercedes is out of there ASAP.
Right.
I don't think she'd want
It's
anything to do with
just-
that.
Well, here's the thing, Charlotte.
You don't.
I don't think Charlotte would be able to
don't
politic
think
her
so?
way into anything. So honestly, I think Mercedes would take advantage of it, if anything.
One thing about
Shit.
Charlotte.
Yeah,
One thing
you
about
lose to me,
Charlotte is
buddy.
she is
Lock
not
in.
gonna lose to Sasha Banks.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, you gotta lose to
Fucking
me,
Seth
gang.
Rollins has more
You on my
Raw
show
Women's
now.
title defenses than Banks does. Which is, that's probably the most absurd stat I've ever seen in wrestling. But get that melted Barbie off my screen, dude.
Yeah. Hey,
Fuck.
I'm just saying, it's just like
It's trash. It's like
get
it's
man. Like I don't
there's nothing redeeming about her at this point. Like, she was in her bag 5 years ago,
Like,
but like it's
I just
it's
don't get it.
uncomfortable to look at. It's uncomfortable to listen to. It's the product's just not there. It's like I was about to say something fucked up. Oh my god.
like, and I just I don't get it. I just don't get it, cause especially and like this bothered me from like just me being like nitpicky about the product because I like wrestling so much. like when they were doing those diving spots
Yeah.
for Tiffany on that one Friday, Charlotte was not getting hit by any single one of them. Charlotte was off to the side. Tiffany was only landing on like security guards.
It's
I was like,
horrible.
that defeats the purpose of the move. And the fact that you're out of spot
Like,
twice.
I genuinely don't know why she's moving
Like,
like
you know
this.
she's
If
jumping
it's
to the center,
something
you
with
should be in
her
the center,
knee
like-
and she doesn't want to risk it, you should not be wrestling. You should have nothing to do with the product. If you're still injured to a degree where you can't fully participate.
I mean, she had that match against BFAB, which BFAB was a much better wrestler than I thought she was. So I want to tip my cap to BFAB. That was crazy.
But it's like,
and
why are we
Charlotte's so
trying to make
disliked
Charlotte
that
a
BFAB
face?
was getting chance.
Like, make it make sense. Nobody likes her besides her own father.
So,
They were though. No, it took them 2 fucking
I don't think we
promos
are.
to
I don't
realize
think
they
we
made a
are
mistake.
anymore.
It was so bad. It's like,
Damn,
why on
chill,
earth
bro.
would you do that? But
They were. I do remember. I
I
do.
don't know.
Yeah, I do remember that. But
Trash.
like, man,
It's like
I feel like the stronger you make Charlotte look, the more people are not gonna want to watch this match.
I don't know what
So
they do to
hopefully
like
this is the Friday
give
that something
Tiffany
changes.
any kind of
but-
credibility at this point in the feud, because like it feels like she's stuck in the water. Yeah, it's like if anything,
Tiffany at this point has to beat
yeah,
her ass.
The only thing I could really see them doing is
Tiffany,
I don't
the
like
only
they
way
would
to get
have
her out
be
of this, 'cause
careful about
clearly
how
it's
they
not
went
gonna
about
happen
it,
on the
is
mic.
have Tiffany go after Charlotte's knee. That's you could do that, but at the same time Charlotte's been going for Tiffany's knee. So you like it's
Yeah, like
they expect Tiffany, who's the champion, to go into Mania with a hurt knee against someone whose finisher is the figure 4, and expect the fans like to not think Charlotte's just gonna run through her. It's like no, like it's no one thinks that. It's yeah, like it. I don't know. Just like make it make sense. Like it's. I would be
and
so
Charlotte's
happy
the one with the knee brace.
if
That's
Tiffany
so
cheated
crazy.
to win. I genuinely think she would get cheered like crazy. I would love. I love it. I would love to see her do that. But
Absolutely.
yeah, like I'll be watching, but I'm not gonna be. I'm
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. But
too locked in.
Golly, man.
But I don't know. I mean, what else has been going on? Oh, did you see it? Goldberg's almost cleared. No, it's we don't have to talk about
Next
Goldberg,
topic,
but
bro.
who do you think his last opponent's gonna be? That's the only question I got.
Anything else? Next topic.
It's, I like
It needs
yes,
to be
but
retirement. That's what that needs to be his last opponent. Cause get him out
I
of here,
think
bro.
Braun. Breaker's got it.
Unless we're having
I wanna see him
Gunther
immediately
or Braun
spear him,
Breaker
like,
should do it
a
realistically.
3-minute match.
But like, get him out
Give
of here.
Goldberg his own medicine.
I do hope Goldberg cooks him on the mic though, just one time for having the same tattoo as him, because that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
Like I could never imagine
is
going into
nuts.
a tattoo parlor. Hey, give me the Goldberg.
yeah, no, it's. I agree for sure, but
But yeah, Braun Breaker doing it makes the most sense. Like, so did you see some people are thinking the Intercontinental Championship match is going to be
like
Penta, Braun, Finn, and Dom?
I could be cool with that. I would be rooting for Dom, truth be told, because I think that's where you get the best story. Say like Finn hits like Braun, or Penta's out of it. Braun hits like Finn with Finn hits Braun with like a coup de grace, and then Dom throws Finn out of the ring and pins him for the win. I would love to see that. Plus, I don't want to see Balor with a title anytime soon. He has no credibility. It just would not. It doesn't make sense, dude. But
Yeah.
let me not
Honest-
start. those are the two top dogs for me.
Who's that? So Charlotte, Finn Balor. Who else don't we like?
I
on
feel
this
there's
podcast?
got to be more.
Is that,
You
I think
like
it's just those two
2025
people.
Finn Balor.
I like Finn Balor though, so like, let's not.
It's I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't hate him though.
It's
Like
just
you hate him.
Do you watch UFC at all, by chance?
you
Because
hate
I
Finn
can relate it
Balor.
to someone. Do you know who Charles Oliveira is?
Occasionally,
So, okay.
yes, occasionally.
Okay. So you had Finn in
Yes.
okay, yeah, you
That's
had
a good
Finn in
comparison.
like early 2010s in his bag in
Yeah,
Japan.
I know
I'm
ball,
not
I
gonna
know
sit here and
ball,
say
I
I
know
was
ball.
watching every week, but like I was seeing what he was doing, everything like that. You have this guy who is so in his bag, like Charles was when he had the title. You submit Poirier, Gaethje, like dominance, straight dominance. Then you make it to the big time, as Finn did, called up to the main roster, and Finn gets injured. And obviously, injuries aren't the same in the UFC. Let's just say Charles goes up against Islam Makhachev, a brick fucking wall, loses the belt, and they're kind of in this limbo state now. And you still have fans saying they should be
Yep.
where they were. Charles was on a 2-fight losing streak, and he beat old man
Yeah.
Michael Chandler. And people are calling for him to get a title shot. I couldn't remember the last time Finn won a match that fucking mattered. Like, that's a genuine question. A genuine question for you. When was the last time Finn won a match that mattered whatsoever? I'm not talking about him beating mid-carders on fucking Raw who have nothing to do.
Didn't he? I was about to say whatever the qualifier match was for the Intercontinental Championship at Mania. Was that 38, 37?
What? I
The one
remember
with
the
him,
IC title match.
Rollins, Miz, and
Yeah, dude, that was WrestleMania 34.
unless it was a triple threat. Was it just a triple threat?
Do you know how that's 6 years ago? 6 years ago. So we're sitting here. That man hasn't been relevant since 2019.
Bruh, what the fuck?
It's like I just don't. It's
Honestly, I don't know if they want to have the conversation though. I don't know if they want to have the conversation that
he would have held it like 3 months.
Finn Balor's Universal
Yeah.
Championship
Like,
run.
what are we?
wasn't gonna be as
Are we
long as
thinking the
everybody thought.
Demon's gonna take out Brock Lesnar?
Because
No.
Brock was still on Raw.
No. That's trash.
Like-
I don't even think Finn Balor fans would believe that shit.
Like let's be
But
so real.
it's like I don't know. It's my only gripe with Balor mainly comes from his fans, same as like Oliveira fans. It's
That's just crazy.
you are hyping this person to be in a position that maybe they could have been in 5-ish years ago, but they're just not that person at this point. There's no line of credibility that warrants them being in the position that the fans think they should be in. And that's I don't have a problem with Finn's gimmick. Well, actually, I do at this point because it's when he like came out with the leather jacket, he had the music. He was cool. He was cool as fuck, dude. I loved when Finn first came out. And the Demon, he's just not good on the mic, man. He's
They started
so
letting
bad
they
on the
started letting
mic.
Finn start
It's
talking too
trash.
much. Bro.
Like what the
When
fuck are you
Finn
talking
started
about?
talking too much.
Oh,
that's
welcome
when it
to
got
Balor
bad.
Club. Shut the fuck, dude. Like, win a match, please. What are we talking about?
Nah, you know you know who Finn Balor is? Finn Balor's Jin Woo, bro. He was just there. He was just there to look cool.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
I don't know if I'm saying his name right. The dude from what's the anime?
that's a reference
Or
for the
whatever
viewers.
it's called. Solo
I
Leveling.
do not watch anime.
Sung Jin Woo, that's Finn Balor. That's literally Finn Balor.
Basically, I mean, like fuck. Even when he like did the whole
Just
leather
there to look
jacket, the
cool.
whole music thing where you put your hands in the air, like it was cool, but he just does not have the kind of character that I can get behind at this point. Obviously, like it's my opinion. My opinion doesn't fucking matter. What? What's up?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I got a question. So
Yeah.
Finn Balor's
Either Irish or
Irish, right?
Scottish. I feel like.
Is Lyra Valkyria Irish? So
Did they
that's
really?
crazy. Cause why they give them the same theme song in a different font? Nobody else noticed that. Cause you know how Finn Balor. Cause think about it, Finn Balor was doing the same thing in his entrance when he first got there.
No, that's nuts. That's no, it's.
And they're literally doing it with
It's,
Lyra.
I mean,
It's the
I
same
like
exact-
Lyra, but I just
I don't know if anybody else
I don't
processed
know.
that.
It's
I just thought about that. Here's the thing. I want to see Lyra in a
Yeah,
heel gimmick.
it's-
I think she could do so much better as a creepy heel, not necessarily um like cuz they have her as this like I don't know what type of bird she is, but like they have her as this kind of like bird thing, right?
That-
So like give her like a
that could be cool.
repackage her, give her like a harpy
Like
type gimmick.
I mean,
like,
I would love to
just
see a
vicious,
heel Lyra
like,
against a face Zelina.
I really think she could be
I'd
packaged
probably
better like that, but,
more than Zelina
anyway.
and Chelsea going at it, just because I think there are better opponents to face Chelsea for that title. I think. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because when I first saw Chelsea, because I didn't know her bag about Lucha Underground and TNA, but like I saw some of her TNA stuff, but I was like, I didn't think Chelsea is in terms of draw right now, in my opinion, not draw, but in terms of like in tune with the crowd right now, in terms of the women's
Yes,
division,
yes.
she has an argument for top 5.
It's
I'm not gonna lie, like like I'd say
no, she's great.
yo, she's
I mean,
killing
she
it.
can.
I did not
really
think I would
do
like
no
Chelsea
wrong.
Green as much as
And
I'm currently
in a way,
enjoying
I
Chelsea Green.
feel
on my
like they
screen.
kind of have her like restrained. It's like she's not in the gimmick to put on like a 5-star classic with someone, but her being in the gimmick she's in, it just brings a whole new kind of freshness to that women's division, I think.
Yeah, because I was telling my mom this when I was talking about Chelsea Green. I was like, if you took Chelsea Green now, even
Yes.
with or
Yes.
without this
One-
current
1,000,000%.
gimmick, you drop her in
One-
like 2008, 2009, she's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, well, like I think it'd be great.
She
That
would
she would
eat in that
eat in her
era.
bag
Like,
like no
it
other.
wouldn't even be funny.
But yeah,
She's a breath of fresh air for the women's division because she is that diva character.
all right,
Like-
slow down.
I feel like I could
Uh,
see myself playing.
To this
as
day, I
Chelsea
haven't
Green
met a
on, like,
single
WWE
person who
2K13.
uses the
Like,
women's wrestlers on a WWE game. I'm not
What?
saying I haven't, but I'm not. Oh yeah, yeah.
that's because they're not. No, I'm saying that's because they're not having fun for real. Let me tell you. Me and Isaiah, we put on like a 5-star classic. He was
Yeah.
playing as Charlotte.
Which one?
I was
Who was
playing
on
as
the cover of that
Asuka.
one again?
We
Was that Ray?
We were hooping. I think that was 2K19. I'm pretty sure we was playing on. But
No,
yeah.
wait, no, no, wasn't Becky and Roman 20?
Was that AJ? No, AJ was 20. 19
sure?
that was Becky and Roman.
Okay,
That was Becky
yeah,
and Roman.
yeah, that was tough. But
Then AJ was 19. Yeah, no, like if you're not
I
playing with
just
the women's
remember,
wrestlers on the game,
what
I'm
was
not
it?
gonna
I
lie,
think
you
the
not hooping for real.
WWE
Like
2K
some of the women have some of the
I
fun
used
movesets. Like I'm
Lita
not gonna lie.
all the fucking time. She's tough. She's tough. I love Lita.
Yeah, because she basically had Jeff Hardy's
Because
moveset.
that was
like,
pre-Community Creations, right? Am I tripping?
like if you wanted to play Jeff
Like, you
Hardy
could-
in the women's division, you
I don't know if
play
you could
Lita.
down Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
no,
But,
that might be pre because that wasn't
I mean,
2K13.
I remember
that
that
was
game
just
was cool
WWE
as hell.
13.
Or what was it? 16 when they had the Stone Cold showcase. I loved playing that.
Yes, 16 was
Had
fire.
everyone. But I mean, they had a stacked roster.
Because they had Mankind.
Not
they
nearly as stacked as it is now. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the roster's insane now. There's like hundreds of characters
Like,
every year. I'm like, we better not ever change this.
I don't know.
We should
have
actually
you,
only
have
keep
you
adding
played
characters.
the
We
new
should never
game
lose characters
at all?
unless they like leave.
So it's really weird how they did it. Like I truthfully don't know how I feel about it at this point. There's no men's and women's roster. Like we could have a match. It could literally be like Alexa Bliss against Seth Rollins, and like there's no, you don't have to put anything in. Like they are very supportive on like intergender matches this year. Granted, it's a video game. They're not really doing the same in real life.
A lot of people are about to. So a lot of people are about to take out a
Sadistic
lot
bastards.
of frustration in that
It's
game.
crazy.
I don't know if you can
But
call it.
I mean, like
unhealthy or healthy.
it's cool.
guess
I
it
mean,
depends on
I
how
was
you
doing the
look at it.
Myrise beating the shit out of Bailey. I didn't know how I felt about it, truthfully. It was a little strange, but the game's the game. They did it, not me. You know. I had to get my lick back for EO.
Hey, man.
No, I wasn't
man,
rocking.
say man, ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. That's so real though. Nah, like
My Rise has
WHK
never
games,
missed. My Rise is always tough.
They go
And
very
every
up
year
and
I
down.
play it, I'm like,
They
why
are
didn't they
hit
ever do
or
this as an
miss,
actual
like-
storyline? This year I was kind of like, you probably couldn't do that. I won't. I don't know. I didn't like. It was cool to play through, but that
CM Punk
wasn't like
faction.
that wasn't one of the times I was like, oh, you could do this as a real story.
Also, how are all these wrestlers so bad
I
at
don't think
voice
Drew
acting?
wasn't that bad. He was pretty good.
I've never seen it. It's just cutting a promo.
Yeah, it is bad. I don't know. It's
I'm talking about the one off the top of my head was Jay.
yeah.
His character all excited and shit. All you hear coming out is
Yeah.
yeet.
I don't know. It's
I'm like, damn, bro.
it's kind of strange. I
Your
like the
character's
game's
way more excited
fun.
than that.
The showcase
bro.
is kind of stupid. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't care to use Yokozuna. Like, or the
Oh, the Bloodline
like
showcase.
he was cool. I don't care too much to use the
Oh, not
Wild
too much.
Samoans.
Yokozuna's
Truthfully, I
fire.
didn't know they existed until I did that first Yokozuna match. Only reason I did the Yokozuna match was for a reason to beat the shit out of Hulk Hogan. Truth be told, I had a blast doing that. Believe that.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not.
What were they included on? Sorry.
I did appreciate that they included Naomi in the.
Oh, did they really?
That was actually pretty dope.
Oh, I haven't even done the second match. I didn't see that. What match did they do
in
for
the
Naomi?
showcase? Mm-hmm. Oh damn.
I don't
I
even know what match
know.
they
I
could
just
do.
saw the clip
Oh,
of
for,
Paul
like
Heyman
her when
mentioning
she
that.
won the title
Like,
versus Alexa Bliss, maybe.
Let me just look up the WWE.
No, she
You could
was
do
with the
that
Funkadactyls. Remember?
She was never Divas champion.
Bro's
So I don't
playing
think
his
there's
bag,
anything you
bro.
could do from that era. Facts. I do remember that. Cameron. Oh yeah, it's Cody Roman.
Why
Nia
would
Jax
they
versus
do
Lyra
that?
Valkyria being Nia Jax's match is actually kind of nasty.
They should have done Nia versus Charlotte on Raw, but like
why
used
don't you
UFC
go Nia
controls.
Jax, Alexa Bliss at Mania for the title? Here you go, bruh. tag team Hell in a Cell match. I'm glad.
No, he won it. He won it, and they made it. They literally
Solo
took a
was
picture
North
because
American
everyone in the
champion.
bloodline had a title, and then
Or
they
no,
made
he
him
almost-
relinquish it.
I can't remember.
And then Dom held it while being on the main roster for like 3 months. It was really weird.
That's crazy. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
That's fair. He was so much
I think
better in
it's only
NXT though. It was
repackaged.
great.
If
He
they
was
hadn't
talking his
repackaged
shit, dude.
Solo, I think he could have kept it. Was the Money in the Bank ladder match in
No.
2017? Was the women's one
Let me
only 5 people? Money in the Bank, because they're saying, because I'm looking at the showcase matches like Tamina, Charlotte, Natalia, Becky, Carmella.
This was
Dang,
the
Carmella and Natalia were in title pictures in 2017.
yeah.
that?
No, this is the one Carmella
least
one. Yeah, this
Carmella.
was the first
Yeah.
one. Who was in the match? It was Carmella, Becky, Charlotte, Natalia. Oh my God, there were
Oh.
only 5 people.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
dude, it was definitely
roster that small on
bad
the
because I
side?
scrolled
'Cause there was
down.
still Alexa.
Naomi was champion and she
Alexa might have
defeated
been champion
Lana
at this
by
point.
submission. Dude, this pay-per-view was trash. Wait, hang on. Wait, let me read you the match card. The Hype Bros, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder defeat the Colognes, Epico and Primo.
Oh, I forgot.
Carmella with James Ellsworth
I
defeated
for-
Becky, Charlotte,
I forgot
Natalia, and Tamina.
that was a team.
That's like
I forgot
cool.
those were teams.
The New Day defeat the Usos by countout. Naomi defeats Lana by submission. Jinder Mahal defeats Randy Orton by pinfall. Breezango defeats the Ascension by pinfall.
Yeah. Put some
Baron
respect
Corbin
on
defeats
him.
AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Not too much on Breezango.
That might be, head to toe, that might be the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen.
He
That's so
lost
bad.
that cash in too.
Nah, dude, they let's be real. They've ruined
Not too
that
much
first
on
Women's
Carmella,
Money in the
but
Bank
everything
match.
else
Why
I
did
would
James Ellsworth
count
win
out.
it? You took
Yeah.
any credibility one of those women could have had and threw it down the toilet. There was no reason.
I disagree. I disagree only because of the run Carmella had with it.
Yeah,
I think if Carmella's
but
run
why
with the briefcase
couldn't
was
she have
trash,
just won it
then
cleanly?
we have more of a conversation, and
Like,
I agree.
like,
but Carmella's run with the
it-
briefcase
it's-
was entertaining. To be fair.
No, it's,
So read
no,
those.
no, no, I know.
Read
but
those
I'm
4 names
just saying
she
it's
beat,
the
and then
way
tell
she
me
won it.
if you could
Do you
believe her
remember
winning
how
that
it went down?
legitimately. That's the thing.
It's the whole issue for me was Ellsworth taking it off the hook. That's like the whole
Yeah, I remember
appeal of
exactly
a
how it
ladder
went
match. Especially like a Money in the Bank ladder match. Like you watch the winner pull it off. It would have worked a lot better if Ellsworth would have like held onto someone's leg so they couldn't get into the ring or something like that. But it's just like spoon fed her the win.
I see your point.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean,
That is a
but
good
she
point.
did win it
But
again a
I'm
second
pretty
time.
sure she also won that with help from Ellsworth.
Because she had to.
if I'm not
They,
tripping.
they made her do it again.
Yeah.
But
No, that
with
is
help,
fair.
yes. But
But-
Ellsworth didn't pull it down the second time. Carmella did pull it down the second time. But in terms of on the car
Trash. It's so
on the
bad.
card, you're absolutely correct. But yeah, the Hype Bros, Jesus Christ, Lana in a title
I think
picture,
she won it twice,
insane.
if I'm not mistaken.
So Naomi was multiple time champion because they got Naomi's matches versus Bailey.
Dude,
Oh,
that
wow.
was cool.
I didn't know she was
Well,
a
I
two-time
don't know
champ.
why they didn't
I remember the
improve
first
that. I
one
thought that gimmick
where
was
she had
real
the
cool.
title that glowed. That was the one in 2017.
The spinner belt.
How they
would have been
approved
the
it?
top
How
three
are
design
they
if it
cool
didn't
with
spin.
that, but not with the spinner belt?
That's my hot take.
Man.
Yeah, like it worked for Cena, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it
Point
didn't look good
though.
on
Wh-
Punk, on Jeff, on Triple H, on Randy. The belt looked good on people.
Yeah. What the hell? I'm looking at the other showcase matches. Why is there a 2 out of 3
That's
falls
dude,
tag
that's
team
my
match
issue.
between
It's just like
Islander Tama and Islander Haku versus the Street
like
Profits? That is insane.
it's
What
I don't know, man. It's
what
like looking through
reason
some
what
of those
reason would that
matches.
match
It's
have
I
to
just
take
have
place?
no
There's
desire
no
to use some of
hypothetical.
those people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad they got in the game though. Like respect,
You know,
respect to them. And
it's
they'll make
it's
universe mode a lot more fun.
exact same
That's
shit.
that's real. You ever play universe mode and throw them all in? Universe mode. I mean, it's kind of funny to an
Mhm.
extent,
Yeah.
but universe mode was arguably better on PS3 and Xbox 360. It was arguably better. Like the matches made sense. Like the only type bullshit that they have is the same
Yeah.
bullshit that the regular game has because you can't stop it. It's when like a tag team person will win the Royal Rumble. You can't control that. It fucking sucks when it happens. Like the amount of times I was playing WWE 2K15 on the PS3 and Jimmy Uso won the Royal Rumble. I was like, well, that fucks up everything. But I don't like the divisions either.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or at least I feel like you should have an option to toggle divisions.
Dude,
Because I don't really
looking
like
at this.
having
Every
wrestlers
single
only go after one
Jinder
championship. 'Cause
Mahal
I don't think
match
that's realistic.
I've seen has been a part of one of the worst pay-per-views. Like New Day defeats the Usos. That's what you can't even sit here and defend that
That's
Punjabi prison match.
That's not
Don't
because
even
of
try
gender
to
though.
do it.
That's because that was that era.
It's-
I will never defend that Punjabi prison match. But again, I will continuously stand by Jack Swagger's worse. But like Jinder Mahal's not good.
They
I'm not
said
gonna sit here and
the worst pay-per-view of all
say
time was
Jinder Mahal's a great
Battleground
champion, 'cause it's not
2014.
true.
What? Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you can't blame Jinder for that one.
The card doesn't even look that bad. The
Yeah.
Usos defeated Eric Rowan
Let's
and
see who
Luke
was on-
Harper. That
let's
2
see
out
who
of
was
3
on that
falls match.
card.
That's not bad for the time. AJ Lee defeats Paige. Not bad for the time. Ru- yeah. Rusev defeats Jack Swagger by countout.
It's probably because Cameron beat Naomi.
All right. He's not my boy. He is not my boy. We are not starting this
See, Jack
narrative.
Swagger, there go your boy.
Seth defeats Dean by forfeit.
Yes.
Forfeit.
That's probably
The
what it
Miz
is, too.
winning a 19-man
And
battle
Chris Jericho
royal.
beat
I don't know.
and Chris Jericho beating Bray Wyatt. Cause why?
And bro, wait. Whoa.
That's not terrible. I feel like we give the Miz two.
That's literally what I was just gonna say.
John
I
Cena
thought I
was
was missing
champion in
that.
2014. I
John
forgot.
Cena defeats Roman Reigns,
But
Randy
why was
Orton, and
Kane in a match?
Who booked that shit? Oh no, 2014. That's when he won. But that was like
John Cena only won
right
that
before
'cause
Bryan,
Kane was in it.
or like right after
Oh.
Bryan got hurt. Okay. Like I'm trying to think. Like
Yeah.
obviously, some of the older WrestleManias are god
Why was Kane in
awful.
that
I'm
match,
trying to
though?
see like what's the worst modern age pay-per-view.
Honestly, Money in the Bank 17 might be on that list. I feel like it's only on this list in terms of names. I'd have to really go back and watch the match because to say AJ,
Yeah.
Shinsuke, Kevin, Sammy,
I
Dolphin,
see
Baron can be put
WrestleMania
on a good Money in the Bank
32,
ladder match
Royal
is
Rumble
probably very
2014.
disingenuous to say. So
Whoa. Nothing. What was redeemable?
ooh, wait, not too much on WrestleMania.
The triple threat was
32,
good.
though.
I'll say that.
Now Royal Rumble 2014.
You took. Yeah, nobody
Yeah,
wanted that
but
shit.
no one liked that Royal Rumble.
It's Royal Rumble 2014 led
'Cause that was
into
the one Roman
Mania
won.
32. Like they set themselves up for failure.
All right, let me see. You know what? You might.
Oh, dude, hang
You know
on.
what?
Wait. I'm looking
I
up this
take it
card
back.
because this was terrible.
Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. All right, bro. We open with Kalisto and Ryback.
You know how crazy it is. You
that's-
saying
I
that just
forgot
reminded me that on a
was a
WrestleMania
match.
card we had Ryback and Mark Henry. Yeah, Kalisto defeats Ryback by pinfall. Oh my God, yeah, that's a disgusting 10-woman tag match. What?
You know the worst. You know the worst part about this, the tables match.
Yeah,
the tables
that's
match,
just
or not tables match,
ridiculous.
tag team match between the Usos and the Dudley
Yeah,
Boys got put on
Zack
the pre-show.
Ryder
I forgot
winning
about that. That was dumb
IC
as
match.
hell.
Like that's a great moment for him.
Yeah,
Whoa. Let's slow it down.
that was probably the best moment of the night.
Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha did their thing, dude.
Because why did Chris Jericho
I
beat
agree.
AJ Styles?
I agree.
No one cares.
Fucking Brock Lesnar sold
Yeah, they should
that
have picked a
match
different
so
winner.
bad, dude. Like it's. I mean, I get like if I'm in Brock's position and
that's
like
what I hear.
especially seeing what
Yeah, I heard that,
Ambrose
like,
is
Brock
doing in
wasn't trying to do
AEW,
nothing
I
crazy.
wouldn't want to do half that shit. But like, yeah, but like like put on a show. Bare minimum, you could put
Oh
on
yeah,
a show.
Dean Ambrose would have turned back to Moxley that
It's
night
like
if he really
hit
wanted
him
to.
with the chair a bunch of times if you have to. Just like make it brutal. You don't gotta land on a bat full of nails.
Yeah. Then we had Undertaker and Shane. That was the one Shane fucking killed himself. When he
Shane
jumped off
committed
the Hell in a
sewer
Cell
slide.
structure. Hold up, I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. I might have to block that out. But yeah, that was decent. Had good moments, but it was Undertaker in 2020 or in 20. I was supposed to say
32? Really?
2015, 2016.
Damn.
That was so long. This was my first WrestleMania I've ever watched. Yeah. Again, I can tell you the exact first episode of Raw that I first started watching because it was the Monday
Oh my
after
gosh.
TLC when Sheamus cashed in on
I don't
Roman Reigns.
remember
It was the Monday after that happened.
The first like
So I was watching. I was
I think
watching
I remember
Raw
like
that
some of
night.
the
That was
first
the
like
first one.
wrestling stuff I saw, but like when it comes to watching the live program, I don't know what it was. It would have had to have been 2012. I just remember Big Show knocking out John Cena backstage. I don't remember what it was. Yeah. I rember seeing that, but I mean I didn't watch
That could
anything
happen.
else
That
until
happened a lot.
Mania
I'm not gonna
28. I think
That could be.
that is a phenomenal point. Yeah, I don't know.
From
That's-
2007
I feel like it's
to
probably better I wasn't
2014. That
tapped
could have
in
happened
then
at any
and
time.
tapped in for Mania because I probably would not have liked it as much.
Yeah.
Oh God, man! Oh, to experience
Biggest
that
regret
live.
in life is
But
being
at the
5
same
years
time, I'm
old
kind of
during
glad I did
2008
because
Jeff
I don't
Hardy.
think I would like CM Punk as much.
That's true. And I don't think I would. I don't think
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy. I would have liked him as
it's
much
if I
because his
like
downfall was
was
crazy.
like a diehard wrestling fan around then,
Like-
and I had to watch Victory
Like his
Road.
fall off was crazy
I
just because of his
I don't know if I
addictions,
could really
but
get back from that, you know.
Hardy would. Yeah, and then The Rock beats Eric Rowan in 6 seconds. Baron Corbin wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy. That's like a curse. I would never want to win that. And then Roman Reigns defeats Triple H. That was an okay match. Didn't Stephanie go through a table in that match? I'm pretty sure she did. It was either that match or the match he had with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Which is funny that he fought both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at Mania. Dean versus Triple H at WrestleMania loading. Oh, well, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm looking this up. I'm
Um,
trying to. They're doing this
but
thing. It's saying
hey,
the
man.
worst pay per view every year. 20, 2016 was Mania 32. 2017 was Battleground.
Oh
What happened to
Lord.
Battleground? That was when they put the title on fucking Jinder.
Hold up.
Uh,
No. Wait. Let me look at Battleground.
That's not great, dude. It's putting it. We don't.
The worst pay per view of that
We
year?
don't got to talk about Swagger, but as we
Oh,
cannot
never
sit
mind.
here and say
We got Aiden English
Jinder
versus
Mahal
Ty
in,
Dillinger on
in
the
any
pre-show.
kind of
Yeah.
way should have had a world title. I'm not saying Swagger should have either.
But we have no. Oh yeah. What the heck?
Crown Jewel.
And Natalia won a
2018.
#1 contender to fight for the women's championship at
Oh,
SummerSlam. This
oh,
was a
oh, yeah,
terrible
yeah,
pay per view.
yeah. That's horrible.
Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis, John
Crown
Cena,
Jewel.
Rusev in a flag match. I'm still looking.
That was
at
when
Battleground.
Shane
That's
won
so
the
crazy.
Best in the World tournament. Brock won
Wait,
the
what was the
Universal
2018 one?
title. I want to say.
Yep, I remember. I don't even
Yeah.
gotta look it up.
No. This
Isn't
was
that when Titus
DX
O'Neil
versus
slid
Brothers
under
of
the ring?
Destruction.
Oh, was
Stop!
that- yeah.
Stop! It's been wiped from my mind.
Yeah, that's
dude.
your
I
boy
don't even
Shawn
talk about that
Michaels.
shit. Miz and Jeff Hardy had a match. What?
Yeah, it's all good.
Do you
My
remember
boy
that
Undertaker
one
was in
Jinder
that
Mahal
match.
and
Don't
Jeff
even worry
Hardy
about
match where Jeff went for the Whisper in the Wind and Jinder just like laid
it.
down?
What?
Do you remember that at all? That shit was so cheeks. 2019? Super Showdown?
No, I have to go
Ooh.
back and watch that.
Oh, that Taker
What's
and
the one for
Goldberg.
2019?
Yeah, and the 50 man.
Oh, you know
Royal
what? That
Rumble.
might have been terrible.
Wait.
Yup,
Wait,
there it is.
no. Wait, what? Did they do two?
Oh, that's when
Man
Titus O'Neil
Swore
slid
won
under the
one?
ring. Okay.
I'm sorry, I cannot believe that. Shane McMahon and
What the fuck?
Shane McMahon beat Roman Reigns.
Kofi versus. Oh, this was Kofi's title reign. Damn, that's so disappointing.
Randy fought Triple H.
Finn Balor. Oh, we got a Finn Balor Andrade match, and this was the worst pay per view. We got Usos
Yeah, they're
versus
saying Finn
Revival.
and
We got
Andrade
Seth
had the
versus
only
Corbin.
passable match of the night.
These aren't.
2020. 2020, the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, because Shane McMahon beat Roman Reigns by pinfall. What the
I don't
fuck?
even remember what that. Oh, this is Rey Mysterio's eyeball, isn't it?
I don't even need to look that up. Next one.
Asuka, Sasha Banks, Seth and Ray, Braun and Bray, Drew Ziggler, Cesaro and Nakamura against the New Day.
This
What?
was-
2021's Fastlane. Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler
Hold on, let me look at Fastlane 2021.
against Bianca and
Like,
Sasha.
wow.
What? They had the tag belts? I don't remember
That
that,
doesn't
at
even
all.
sound like. Actually, no, those styles don't mesh. So
This is I was tapped out at this point. I think I stopped watching like 2019. Whatever
they did have the tag belts for a little bit. I remember that.
whenever they did the it was like a mix
I
of the
definitely
dog
stopped
food
watching
shit they were
in
doing to
2020. Once
Roman and
COVID hit, I stopped
the Hell in a
watching.
Cell match with Seth and the Fiend. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this shit anymore. Braun Strowman defeated Elias. Big E and Apollo Crews had a match. Seth and Shinsuke.
For the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, this was the start of Roman Reigns' run.
People are
Yeah.
I didn't even
This
realize
was a
people
30-minute
looked
match
at
against
Shinsuke
him and Daniel
as if
Bryan,
he treats WWE
with Edge
like
as the
a
special guest
vacation.
enforcer.
People were saying he needs to try harder. Damn. 2022 Royal Rumble.
Nah, leave Shinsuke.
Like,
What's the one for?
yeah, no, this is Cheeks. Yeah, I'm remembering this now.
Let me see it.
Yeah, Shane McMahon in the Final Four. Yeah, that's Cheeks. There was just no.
Oh, this was the one.
The only good thing was Seth and Roman.
This is when Brock threw like 13
I get it was a
people
DQ,
over.
but like it made sense at the time.
Yeah, the only thing that this.
Wait,
The only
what?
thing that came good of this pay-per-view was the triple threat between Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky.
No. That was 35.
Yeah.
There's
This is
35.
This is because it's 38. WrestleMania 38 is when that triple threat happened.
29.
Or that was 36.
I want to say.
Oh man, wow, guys, I'm having a day. I'm just off.
What was it? 2019? Yeah. Because Seth beat Brock.
Yeah, because it was pre-COVID. Never mind, it was pre-COVID. Because what's crazy, I remember. I think the only thing I watched.
Hold up. Okay, I know something we can
was
do
Kofi
to end off the episode. This is actually gonna be kind of cool. So this person
Like, at
posted
least that's all I
something
can
on Reddit
remember.
predicting every major thing that happens in the WWE in 2025.
What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna have to skip a few of these
Oh, okay.
because
Run
it
me
says
down, run it
Oscar
down, run it
returns
down.
in the Royal Rumble match and wins another set of tag titles with Damage
Why?
Control before this year's over. Like, I mean, that could happen, but she's just not gonna come back at the Rumble.
Oh.
Okay. Charlotte Flair returns and wins the Women's Royal Rumble match
That can
and
still
beats
happen.
Tiffany at Mania. Looking pretty likely. Pretty likely if we're being hypercritical. Roman Reigns doesn't win any championships in 2025.
So mad, bro.
I think that yeah.
I can see that.
The Rock fails to appear at
I think
WrestleMania
I
and
don't think he
Roman
needs the
Reigns
title
instead
anymore.
fights a newly heel CM Punk. What? Jade Cargill returns as a heel and feuds with Bianca for most of the year. What? Hang on. When did this come out? 2 months ago? They missed.
Well, they got that wrong. But the heel is CM.
Yeah,
the heel is
Roxanne
CM
is
Punk,
called
but
up
they
to the
got
main
that one, like,
roster and
25%
wins the
correct.
women's
Fighting
Money in the
CM
Bank
Punk.
ladder
Fighting
match,
CM Punk.
cashing in for the women's world. I'd be down to see that.
That's possible.
This one says Julia holds
'Cause
the
it's either
NXT
gonna be
Women's title for
Roxanne
much of
or
the
it's
year.
going to be Chelsea.
Yeah, okay.
So I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well,
They said Braun Breaker wins the 2025
I
King
do
of the
think they pulled
Ring
the
and
trigger
wins
on
the
that a
World
little too
Heavyweight
early.
title at SummerSlam. Goldberg returns
crazy
to
to
challenge
say.
Gunther for the world title but fails.
That's not
Retires
crazy
later
to
in the
say
year in
at
a
all.
match against Braun Breaker. That's probably the best thing they could have done, truthfully. Ilya Dragunov defeats Breaker for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, to be fair.
Orton turns heel to feud with Cody. That's not ridiculous
That's
either.
not crazy to say. That's not crazy to say at all.
Bro, they actually called the shit out of
That's
this.
not
Well, I mean,
ridiculous. I
kind
gotta
of.
see
They
what
said John
happens at
Cena
Mania
tries and
before I can
fails
say
to
that.
win the WWE title as a face and turns heel out of desperation to win, to break the record. Like,
Yeah. I feel like everybody saw that one coming. I'd be surprised
oh,
if we were gonna get. Super
this
Cena would
person
be
thinks
funny.
like me. They said Aleister Black returns to
I think everybody
WWE
knew
in the
we were gonna
men's
get a
Royal
little
Rumble,
different.
but doesn't win any championship gold outside of the Speed Championship. Golly. Okay.
That's because
Whoa.
Aleister Black is not world title material, but I don't know if they want to have that conversation.
Whoa.
Like,
Okay.
you don't-
Some of
in
this
my
is
opinion,
actually
I
kind of
don't-
crazy.
I don't see Aleister
Miro
Black being
unsuccessfully
a main event
attempts to
currently.
leave AEW, and WWE fans continue to hold out hope for the next year. What? I don't know what that is. Trick Williams is called up to the main roster as part of the SmackDown
Oh, what the
roster
heck are
and
we
is the one
talking
to
about now?
defeat Shinsuke for the U.S. title. He could be LA Knight. I could see that as a heel, especially with that new faction.
Well, miss. If we have to go from LA Knight to Trick Williams, I might have an aneurysm. Really? I'm not gonna lie to you. Trick and LA Knight are like in the same tier for me. Like they be walking on thin ice, bro. Like, cause my thing about Trick is just like I love the presentation is there. And here's what I'll say, because I've seen
That's
it in a couple of his matches. He wrestles to the level of his opponent. Because I've seen him do some stinkers, but I also saw him put a banger on with Ilya Dragunov. So like, that's what scares me. But also going from Trick to LA, we need
Bro,
a breath
low
of
key,
fresh
this
air
person kind of
before
cooked. I'm
we
like
get
reading
back.
this. They gotta. Well, hang on. The next two I'm about to say are actually fucking insane. Well, the next one. Carmelo Hayes wins the men's Money in the Bank and shockingly cashes in on Cody Rhodes to win the WWE title, living up to his promise for the Cody Return documentary to one day feud with Cody. I think it's too early for him. Like, he needs to build his credibility, but yeah.
Yes,
I mean, Cena's
but
gonna have
again,
that
we are
belt
all
at
basing
least
this off of the
some
fact
point
that
this
Cody
year.
Rhodes wins at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So if we want to say Carmelo
Yeah.
Hayes cashes in and wins on John Cena, that's not crazy to say. That's so Cena like.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Chelsea
like
Green holds the women's U.S. title all the way into the
Carmelo
summer
Hayes
months
should be
before
able to pull something
dropping
out
it
the
to
cut.
a returning Carmella. If Carmella took the belt off her, I'd be livid. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, miss.
Chelsea took it off Carmella. 100%.
Nah, that I feel like if it happened in the inverse, it'd be better. But yeah, like if Carmella had it and then took it off, and Chelsea took it off Carmella, I wouldn't hate that.
I'm
But,
pretty sure this one already missed. They
no.
said Logan Paul
So they
only
missed.
wrestles
Carmella got
once
released.
the entire year.
Or no, they let her contract expire.
Hasn't he already wrestled twice? Royal Rumble and Chamber? Oh, it's three. Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, because he had a
So
and Raw.
Jacob Fatu betrays Solo Sikoa, claiming he hates Solo and takes control of the Bloodline 2.0, if it even still exists, in brackets, with help of a debuting Haikuleo. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I know who they're talking about.
Yeah, it's like
Yes,
Tama Tonga
but
and
I
Tonga
don't
Loa.
think
Really.
there really isn't a Bloodline 2.0.
Yeah, they're kind of
feel
stuck in the
like-
mud, I think.
Tonga Loa is not even back yet, though. So, but that's not crazy to say. I could see Hikuleo debuting to Attack Solo in the same way Jacob debuted, or in the same way
Bro.
Tama.
I just
debut
keep
to
reading
attack
down.
Jimmy
I
Uso.
cannot believe some
Karma.
of this shit I'm reading. You'll know the exact one I'm talking about when I get to it. This one says Rey Mysterio retires as an in-ring competitor, but still fails to make amends with Dominic on the way out. I could see that. I don't know. I think whenever Rey goes out, it should be with Dominic, like him and Dominic, like embracing.
I could see that. It would
kinda
hurt,
thing.
but hey, man.
Lyra becomes the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, but ends up losing her title to Roxanne or
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. I could see it. Ideally, Roxanne. I think Roxanne could do big things.
Becky Lynch would be
with that.
funny. They would hate it if it was Becky Lynch. I would love
Angel
it,
and
but they would hate
Berto
it.
have a surprising career turnaround and win the WWE
Absolutely.
Tag Team Championships by the end of the year. I'm not even paying that one any thought. That's not going to happen. Um, oh yeah, this is fucking absurd. Apollo Cruz, Dante Chen, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, Duke Hudson, Omos, the Street Profits, Tamina, Cedric Alexander, and Miles Bourne are let go by the WWE. The Street Profits getting let go? Be so fucking serious. Whoa. I don't know. I
Street
like
Profits are
SmackDown's
the
tag
only
division.
thing holding the tag division afloat right now.
Like like character wise, I agree with you.
Yeah, but heel DIY
What
is
is
not
OTM?
doing it, and
Should I know what
yeah,
that is?
that's what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get called a
character-wise, they're
casual,
not.
bro. Fuck.
It's just
Defeat Fraxium for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Okay, so I'm
no. I do.
assuming
Me too. I'm so scared.
Kiana James. Ah, fuck. I don't know who that is either. Moving on.
Oh, it's
Stephanie
NXT, it's
Vaquero wins
NXT.
the
Yeah, I
NXT
don't know.
Women's North American Championship. Cook. Ray Phoenix joins the WWE and reforms the Lucha Bros with Penta, winning the World Tag Team titles against the
Cook.
New Day in a ladder match. I just don't. You know how I feel about Penta. I want to see him on his own as a heel, if anything.
I would not mind that at all. That would actually. Yeah, I don't. I think they're gonna give him till
Mhm.
like midway through. But inevitably they're gonna, because Ray Phoenix is debuting on SmackDown. So they are gonna
Austin
be split
Theory
for
and
the
Grayson Waller
current
break up as a
foreseeable
team
future.
and begin to feud, which Theory wins after Waller beats him in their first encounter. I could see that. Like, the Theory face turn's gonna hit like crack.
I don't think they should feud. I don't think they should feud. Just
Yeah.
split them up. Just put them on different brands. I
Brock
feel we
Lesnar
need
is
to start
officially released
utilizing-
from his
there needs to be
WWE
a
contract after
redraft
making
at the
no
end of
appearances
WrestleMania.
all year. Obviously, I mean, I can see that. Hulk Hogan's beer is regularly sponsored despite the negative fan interactions
Well, yeah.
and begins appearing on the ring mats. Hogan himself, however, refuses to appear outside of Saudi Arabian shows going forward. What? Well, yeah, because they're gonna cheer him, right? Fucking weirdos.
That's not crazy to say.
The Judgment Day breaks up as a stable and goes their separate
Yeah.
ways, with McDonough being lost in the fold, while Dominic feuds with Penta for WrestleMania. Balor goes solo, feuding with Braun Breaker or Ilya for the IC title. Like, like I could kind of see it. Nick Aldis wrestles one match. One.
Kind
I
of.
think they could put on a good match too. I don't think I'm alone in thinking that either.
It has to be against Adam Pearce. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Gallus? I don't know who that is.
Survivor Series,
DIY dropped the tag team titles to Motor City Machine Guns.
NXT Tag Team.
Gable goes yet another year without winning singles gold, but does have regular underrated
Yes.
matches with the IC title on the line. That's the last thing I want to see. Yeah. Joe Hendry appears in the 2024 or 2025 Men's Royal
That's
Rumble as a
exactly what's gonna
surprise
happen, though.
entrant. Cook. Natalia. What? This came out
Cook.
2 months ago.
Wait, when did you say this came out? When'd you say this
Natalia
came out?
regularly challenges for one of the mid-card titles, building a story where fans actively want her to win. Yeah, fucking right. What year is it? WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
Well,
10
thank
years
God
ago.
that was a miss.
Mania.
That was a
No,
miss.
actually, I will say with Natalia,
Natalia
it's
was cool.
like kind of what you said with Chelsea. If Natalia was like 10 years younger in this era, would be crazy. She would be crazy, dude. What else is there?
She'd be cooking.
WrestleMania
She'd
42
be
is
cooking.
announced to take place outside of the U.S. I could see it, but yeah, they didn't announce it yet.
Well,
Did
no,
they?
that's
Oh
already a
fuck, they
miss.
did.
Ain't
Yeah,
it?
you're right.
You said 42? Yeah, they already announced.
3-hour SmackDown is seen as an overall improvement on the 2-hour version due to talents getting more
Miss.
exposure. Still suffers without Roman Reigns there every week, but remains popular. I mean, that. Yeah, I think
Miss.
I think after Mania, Roman's gonna go to Raw.
That's
Anyways.
probably true, but miss on.
Yeah, I mean, I like that because it's like how
they're
it was
slowly
in
moving
the
all
late
the bigger
2000s.
names
It's
to
like
Raw, 'cause it's on
SmackDown's like a
Netflix.
wrestler's brand, and then Raw is like the entertainment brand. Mm-hmm. Yep. Raw averages more viewers.
But SmackDown
Sorry, go
was
ahead.
carrying WWE for a long time, and they're getting done dirty.
Yeah.
Like there was a. Well, A, that's because it's on Netflix now, and B, it's like
Facts.
SmackDown. There was a point in time
It's
in
facts.
WWE, like in the past,
Yeah,
like
this says
2-3
Raw
years,
averages more
people
viewers
were
than
not
SmackDown
watching Raw.
weekly thanks to the
We were
Netflix
watching
deal, but
SmackDown.
SmackDown is seen as the better show throughout the year. I could definitely see that. Yep. That is 100% true. And then the last one, Jade Cargill wins the Queen of the Ring
It depends on
tournament.
who they're pushing.
I don't know who else.
Uh,
Someone said
probably
Cody
gonna
keeps the
happen.
belt for an entire year. What the hell?
Chelsea.
Yep. Yep.
I think we need to renormalize 3-month title reigns after
Like
John Cena.
someone can be credible with a
Um,
defense or two. Like
I'm
let's keep it a
over.
buck.
I'm over the year-long
Like,
title reigns.
I will say though,
Over
for
it.
Cody, it makes sense for him to have it for a year because like his whole payoff.
Like, oh my
For
goodness.
him, it makes sense. But I mean, Cena's obviously not gonna hold it until he retires. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got anything else? Because I do have to go get ready for work in a bit. All right, bet.
Bro.
Thank you for watching the Put Over podcast. Make sure you hit that like button, that follow button,
I
that
think we can
subscribe
kill it
button.
right here,
Make
man.
sure you put us over. Once again, I'm Michael. And thank you for watching. I don't know what else you want to add to that. I feel like there's other stuff you wanted to add.
I'm Andre.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell, man. Yeah, hit the notification so you know when we upload.
Oh,
I'm putting the new
we're gonna have,
TikTok
like,
link
a profile
in
for
the
our clips?
description because I'm tired of
Oh,
uploading
hell
them on
yeah.
my TikTok account, low key.
Hell yeah.
So I'll put the. Yeah. I'm gonna put clips. I'm gonna put clips. I'm gonna put
Hell
in
yeah.
put in the link below. This video is gonna come out Thursday, ideally Friday, if not Thursday. So we will see y'all then. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's get out of here, man.